Getting your people to embrace change can be hard, but it doesn't have to be. The Co-Creation Commission offers a new framework that makes your change efforts easy. A solution that helps you align your people, platforms, and projects all with one single purpose. Here's what one business leader shared about our contribution to the success of their team. Doing our new design project for a property guru, Best Developer Awards winner, would have been stressful, divisive, and unproductive as we lacked experience in the job. The intervention by the Co-Creation Commission made it easy, remarkably fulfilling, and enjoyable for both our seasoned designers and apprentices. Change and creativity are two things that go hand in hand wherever growth takes place. There is a significant correlation between companies' ideation rate and their growth in profit or net income. Research shows that creative leaders outperform their peers on key financial metrics. We all know that change is a constant. But in today's world, one thing that still needs liberation is people's creativity. Without the freedom to effect change, people will resist being changed because people don't embrace a change that they did not co-create. But what if you could distribute power and make creativity the new normal throughout your organization? In most countries around the world, many things have been democratized, including public communication, global trade, and technological development. So why is co-creation or creativity still a privilege for the few? Creativity is often a luxury that countless jobs cannot afford. Most companies cannot afford to democratize creativity because they have no framework that allows them to co-create change with everyone. But it's wrong for someone to come into your work and not respect or honor your point of view. We would do better to co-create with each other because everyone is entitled to their own creativity, and you shouldn't waste your authentic self waiting on others to dictate your development or contribution. Co-creation is the solution to staying agile in an ever-changing, unpredictable economy. For any company to be co-creative in the best possible way, they need to have a real purpose. Studies have shown that companies with an established sense of purpose, one that's measured in terms of social impact, significantly outperform others. Without an established sense of purpose, creativity becomes difficult for cross-cultural leaders to democratize. This is how workers often feel when working with a company with no purpose or alignment. They are siloed. Some companies may have an established sense of purpose but still lack alignment. They are visionary. But without alignment, they still struggle to unleash their people's creative capacity and feel stuck in many ways. Other companies have alignment, yet without an established sense of purpose. These are the performers. They are able to perform well in the current landscape and as long as everything works according to their plan. But when things happen outside their control, all their tricks fail and environmental factors render them outdated. This is why the Co-Creation Commission created a change management framework that helps cross-cultural leaders find and align their purpose with their people, platforms, and projects. A company with an established sense of purpose and alignment not only performs according to today's rules, but they are also capable of adapting and finding inspiration during volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, or VUCA. They are not just prepared for VUCA. They are, in fact, VUCA-inspired. When you have a solid process for aligning your purpose with your people and your platforms, your corporate contribution, including all your products and services, can evolve and adapt to market changes. You become especially useful during volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, because, like a surfer in the midst of scary waves, VUCA only inspires you to play. Without those volatile waves, a surfer has no game. This is now the world we live in. Any company that's not VUCA-inspired will have no sustainable position in upcoming markets. When you're VUCA-inspired because of your purpose and alignment, you can have a co-creation system that lets you create safe spaces for creativity and continuous growth in your income and impact. So how does a leader become more creative? The answer is through co-creation. Great leaders are first capable of scratching an itch in the current market. They work to satisfy a desire or need to delight customers or clients. They then get inspired by their vocation and learn to adopt best practices from history. Then they begin to embark on a quest to an impactful use of their advocacy that generates new value. Once their success is repeated, they gain the trust of others. But unless they know how to pass the baton and allow others to be as creative as possible, they run the risk of not satisfying the very people that work for them. Unstoppable leaders are learners. They listen to their workers and elicit hidden resources. They help people reach fulfillment by uplifting not just the market but also the makers of their future innovations. These co-creative leaders create sustainable businesses as they satisfy the longings of emerging creatives. This is especially crucial in today's Great Resignation. Recent research by Microsoft, the 2021 Work Trend Index, showed that 41% of the workforce is considering leaving their employer this year. Imagine how it could affect your business if 4 out of 10 people in your company leave this year. So to stay strong, it's very important for companies to ensure that their change efforts are geared towards better employee experience and performance management. It is through co-creation that leaders can build a culture of humility, which is the core requirement for an agile culture. It is also through co-creation that learners become leaders. Our co-creation framework is called Inspiration Modeling. Inspiration modeling is a gender-sensitive approach to resource development. It translates the collective voice of your people and customers into purpose and advocacy that build a conscious culture. Why is inspiration modeling the answer to your change efforts in this VUCA economy? Research by Gallup found 3 common reasons that employees are disengaged or dissatisfied at work. These reasons were: not having strong relationships at work, not seeing opportunities for development, not feeling connected to the company's purpose. Inspiration modeling, or IM, helps organizational leaders to solve all these problems through wellness, creativity, and leadership development. The multidimensional benefits of IM come from its gender-sensitive approach to talent or team development that pollinates people's prowess and meets our 9 universal needs for co-creation, change readiness, and growth. IM helps men and women engage and interact in ways that delight both gender and make their creative juices flow. UNESCO states this about gender sensitivity: gender sensitivity is not about pitting women against men. On the contrary, education that is gender sensitive benefits members of both sexes. It helps them determine which assumptions in matters of gender are valid and which are stereotyped generalizations. It opens up the widest possible range of life options for both women and men. Countries will neither prosper nor thrive unless they are equally supportive of women and men in their quest for a fulfilling life. Gender sensitivity is the fundamental means to improving engagement with employees and customers. Companies with a highly engaged workforce are 22% more profitable. Customer retention rates are 18% higher when employees are highly engaged. We know that companies measure key performance indicators, or KPI. However, it is not KPI but UPI, or Universal Performance Indicators, that really help people meet their KPI. UPI are the values that a company needs to measure and operationalize in order to meet people's 9 universal needs in proper order and stay in alignment with their purpose and advocacy. Gallup polls show that companies with highly engaged employees have 3.9 times the earnings per share compared to those in the same industry whose employees are less engaged with their company's brand. According to research by IBM, 80% of employees felt more engaged when their work was consistent with the core values and mission of their organization. An organization's purpose helps develop advocacy habits that drive business growth. Advocacy habits are not limited to social media or public relations. Advocacy mostly consists of habits that help workers advocate for one another as well as for customers in a way that creates safe spaces for their creativity and continuous growth. According to the National Business Research Institute, a 12% increase in brand advocacy generates a 2x increase in revenue growth. It's also been found that socially engaged companies are 57% more likely to get more sales leads. Through advocacy, organizations can build a co-creation system that allows them to make room for people's psychological and emotional development, so work inevitably becomes a place for healing and vitality. McKinsey research shows that a brand's market share is more than twice as correlated with those who are inclined to co-create with a brand than with those who only make positive comments on social media. However, they also reported that the likelihood of success among companies attempting to do co-creation well is only around 4%, which means that although co-creation is highly profitable and here to stay, most companies are still unprepared for it. This is why inspiration modeling is needed. It not only helps you achieve higher talent retention and receptivity to change, but also value innovation and human-centered design. Inspiration modeling helps business leaders become better capable of adapting to volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity with the help of an established sense of purpose to which their people, platforms, and projects could align. It involves 9 stages that help you position your business, brand, and personal contribution, plot your co-creation process to optimize your employee experience and customer relations, and produce new team capabilities for value innovation. Co-creation is the key to creating receptivity instead of resistance to change among your people, so your company's impact and income can grow faster. Inspiration modeling helps you align and transform your key performance indicators, objectives and key results, strategy and brand positioning, HR structures, playbooks, employee experience, rewards and recognition systems, corporate language, knowledge base, coaching, mentoring and career enhancement programs, team performance and projects, and most importantly, your company culture and workplace into unifying tools for co-creation and growth. Say goodbye to your fears of adapting to market changes and the need for expensive but unreasonable change management. Have confidence in knowing that you and your people will continue to grow regardless of how volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous the economy gets, so you can have the courage and joy to reinvent yourself and your organization over and over again. No more complaints from people that they can't find their interests in their work. Your fulfillment will come from knowing that everyone's passionately engaged with your advocacy no matter what gifts they possess or what life stages they are in. And no more worrying about hours of realignment or settlements to get you to work at your peak. Your holistic freedom will spill into your home life as you develop the flexibility to co-create with everyone, anything you want now and in the future. So whether you're an individual, a team, a small or large organization, or a network, you can transform your life's work through inspiration modeling. If you want to know more about how to make this happen for your team, apply at cocreationcommission.com to attend a one-to-one discovery call. In the call, we'll get to explore the growth your company or team needs right now, the challenges you face in your current advocacy with employees and customers. You'll also learn how inspiration modeling can help your team or company be better groomed for change and co-creation given your unique situation and style, and how you can use inspiration modeling to maximize the value and minimize the cost of your change efforts. Go to cocreationcommission.com to sign up. Together, let's democratize creativity and create more value innovation.